a children, we have heard a lot of many ghost stories. These stories still give us chill to our bones, no matter where you've been. If this is not enough for you, then let us brief you about some best haunted places on earth that would really give you the real jolt. This is Ishan, and you're watching Rebound Box, signing in.
Number 5. Banga Fort. Banga Fort is located on the way to Alwar and Jaipur in Rajasthan in India. As per a legend, there was a black magic sorcerer who fell in love with the princess but failed to win her heart. Later, he cursed the residents of the palace that they all would die an unnatural death and their spirits will stay there for centuries. Let me reveal you one more fact about this place. The village houses found here are without roofs, as there persists a popular belief and experience that the moment a rooftop is built, it collapses. This is said to be the most haunted places in India and amongst the world's most haunted places. People are not allowed to spend the night for obvious reasons. Believe me, it is also said that anybody who has been to this place after dusk never comes back. Number 4. This one is for those brave hearts boasting hard of their fearless spirits. Screaming Tunnel is located beneath the railway track that connects Niagra Falls to Toronto and New York. As per the story, about a century year ago, there was a farmhouse just near the south entrance of this tunnel. One night, the farmhouse caught fire and a young girl doused in flames, screaming for help and running wild. Nobody knows how the farmhouse caught fire. She ran through the tunnel if in case she could get some help, but alas, she was burned completely. So from that day, whoever tries lighting a match in the tunnel, the spirit comes out, screaming and haunting the person till death. Number 3. With a history of torture and execution going back over 900 years, the Tower of London is regarded by many as one of the most haunted places in the United Kingdom. There have been many reports of the paranormal at the Tower of London over the years. The most famous of all is Anne Boleyn, the wife of King Henry VIII. She was beheaded in 1536 and her headless body has been seen walking the tower corridors and often near the spot of her demise. Perhaps the most spine-chilling of all reports include the mysterious appearance of two children. They are often seen in their nightgowns, holding hands and with a look of terror on their faces. It is believed that these are two former princes that once vanished, and it was assumed that they were murdered by the order of their own uncle. Apparently, two small skeletons were exhumed beneath a staircase in the White Tower. The second last in my list is quite amusing and creepy at the same time. Located on Lake Tasquillo in Mexico City, the Island of Dolls is certainly one of the most strangest haunted locations. A man named Julian moved to the island was unaware of dark history of area when he moved there. Legend says that three young girls were playing near the water in the 1920s when one of the girls fell in and drowned. Locals believe that ever since her death, the young girl's spirit has been unable to leave the island. It soon grew quite a reputation as a haunted place, and locals wouldn't go near it at night for fear of what they may see. Julian claimed that as soon as he moved on the island, a little girl began speaking to him. The girl told Julian how she had died and that she was trapped on the island. He began to get the dolls for this little girl after selling off fruits and vegetables that he had grown on the island. Julian later told his nephew that it was become more difficult to appease the young girl's thirst for these dolls. Also, she wanted him to join her in her watery grave. The same day he had this discussion, his nephew was returning to the island when he found his uncle face down in the canal. His body was in the same spot where the little girl had apparently drowned 70 years before. Today, tourists to the island often speak of the doll's eyes following them. Others have also reported that the mutilated dolls whisper to them at night. Julian's ghost is also said to remain on the island as well as the young girls. The world's most famous residence, the home and the office of President of United States, is surprisingly haunted. Some won't believe and few wouldn't have saw that coming, but it is indeed a fact. Report says on one particular visit, the Prime Minister of UK, Winston Churchill, was staying in the Lincoln bedroom. He had just finished bathing when he saw Lincoln standing by a fireplace. He refused to sleep again after that. Later, some people witnessed Lincoln standing by the same fireplace. President Andrew Jackson is believed to haunt the Rose Room, with numerous White House employees reportedly hearing his hearty laughter or him in a fit of rage, swearing violently. That's it guys for today's video. Hope you liked it. If you did, do subscribe. No? Okay, never mind. I will be back with another video until the next week. So take good care of yourself and thanks for watching. Signing out.